What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 81 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. My name is Blaze, and we're going to get into a tournament today, another one. But before I do that, I do want to talk about this card that's on your screen. This is one of the newer cards that's going to be in the new expansion for Pokemon Trading Card Game, the Evolution expansion. I chose this card because it's kind of it's a very basic card for the most part. It's a Ninetales break card. But I wanted to kind of touch on this and look at it and kind of give you some thoughts on it. It is available on the Pokemon website, Pokemon.com. You can kind of look at this one and look at some other cards that have been revealed. But I'll just be kind of showing off those cards from now until when the game comes out. I know there have been some leaked cards that have come out as well, and I'll try to show them off as much as I can. But we got to start somewhere. So let's start with this Ninetales break card. Get this one out of the way. So I don't have to talk about it later when there are more exciting things coming out. So this Ninetales break card obviously is 140 HP. It's a fire type Pokemon. This attack is Explosive Fireball. I'm gonna have to get a little closer to read it though, because I can't. It's hard for me to see because it's sideways and there's the artwork's kind of making it difficult. But anyway, so Explosive Fireball does 10 plus. So discard all fire energy attached to this Pokemon, and this attack does 60 more damage for each energy card discarded this way. So it only takes 2 to get it powered up. So you get a fire energy and a colorless energy, and you can use that special fire energy that will allow it to the energy to come right back to you. So I think that's like a super cool kind of a strategy, and that's at least, if you have 2 of those on Ninetales break, it's going to do at least 120 damage, and you get the energy right back. And if you want to do extra damage, you can always add extra fire energy to it. And then of course there's the trainer card that will help you get those energies right back attached to Ninetales or any other Pokemon that you want. So I feel like this Pokemon is actually a decent pick to put into a deck when Evolutions finally comes out in 2017. It's interesting card. It's still going to have its weaknesses. Obviously, it's got water weakness and stuff like that. Whatever the weakness is of the Ninetales that you attach this to, which is mostly water, I think. But it's an interesting card that might have some good strategies later on down the line. Now, I talked about what kind of energies would be used on this, and of course, you're going to want to use the fire energy right here on your screen. This is a special fire energy. Of course, if you have this attached to a fire Pokemon and you have to discard it due to an attack, it's going to come right. It's going to go to the discard pile, but then go right back onto that Pokemon after the attack is used. So, if this card is discarded by an attack of a fire Pokemon, this card is attached to, attach this card from your discard pile to that Pokemon after attacking. So that's going to help you do at least 120 damage every single turn. And then if you want to get real creative, there's obviously going to be I can't remember what the name of this card is. I'm going to scroll through these real quick. I can't remember the name of this card. There it is. It's one of the first cards in alphabetically. So Blacksmith will allow you to attach 2 fire energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, one of your fire Pokemon. So if you do happen to have a lot of energy cards in your discard pile, throw this card down, get those energies back onto Ninetales, and you could be doing 180 damage with 3 energy cards, or even, let's see, 240 damage with, 4 energy cards. So let's say you have 2 of those special energy, and you use Blacksmith to grab a couple from your discard pile that were discarded early on. You might be onto something there, and I think that's a key to doing a ton of damage. But 240 damage will knock out any EX Pokemon, I believe, and having that ready and waiting on your bench is going to be huge. And 140 HP is not anything to laugh at. It's very much worth keeping on your bench and having a switch or something to get out from your bench into your active slot. Deal that damage, get those energies back, and then Blacksmith to more energy. Whatever you need to do. But I think that's a pretty decent early strategy for that card. Now, I do like Ninetales a lot, one of my favorite Pokemon, and that break card is probably going to come in handy. It's basically like a stage 2 card. I I don't know if you can use Rare Candy to that card though, because it's not a Stage 2 card. I think you have to use Ninetales and then use the break card. Yeah, I think you do. So more information on that, I guess, coming up later. I'll try to get that cleared up. But early speculation would be that you would not be able to use a Rare Candy to that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do a tournament real quick. I've got 11 tickets here, and I think I want to go ahead and do a... I guess we'll do Fighting Fit. I've been doing pretty good with this deck recently, so I wouldn't say super good, but I've been doing pretty good. I got a couple of packs of cards to open up today as well, so we'll get into that too. And this is going to be a pretty exciting episode, I think. So maybe not exciting, but we're gonna get somewhere. But if you do happen to be new to my channel, thanks for checking me out. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I do videos every Monday through Friday, and I will have new information up every day, hopefully, unless there's some crazy thing that happens, and in which case, you know, I'll still do my best. But so this is a deck that I designed on my own. I kind of stumbled upon this deck because it started to win matches, and I started to use it more and more often, and I've tried to fine-tune it and make it a little bit better. It's not perfect, but I really only built it because my opponents were using all EX Pokemon in almost all of their decks, and I got real tired of it. So this deck has potential to take out those Pokemon, and I'm kind of ready for it. So, well, I'm kind of I'm very relieved when I'm able to do that to someone, but you know, it's not every day. Here it is. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, because it's very much worth doing. It's so frustrating because you got this EX Pokemon and you got that EX Pokemon, and there's probably going to be another one coming up real soon. It's very frustrating. So let me show you how to deal with this. I think you're going to like what I do. There is a counter to my strategy though, so if you do happen to, that's cool, I like that. If you do happen to get into a situation where you have this, where you have EX Pokemon out, and so this is the key. The key is right here. It's Carbink. Carbink prevents all effects of attacks, including damage onto this Pokemon by your opponent's EX Pokemon. So he literally can't do anything to me unless he uses this Volcanion. I chose Switch so I can go ahead and get Carbink out. And I'm going to attach this Muscle Band. So now if he wants to do anything to me, he has to use this Volcanion. And by the time he's ready to actually use it, he should be fully powered up enough that I'm going to be able to knock him out. So that's the plan. I don't think he knows yet that he can't attack me. Maybe he does. But if that's the case, he's going to discard 3 energy cards in order to get his Volcanion out from the bench. So, and one of those is a double colorless energy. He just discarded an energy, which is not good for him because he can't attack me. The only thing he's going to be able to do is use a Hex Maniac, which is the only counter to this deck that I have. And since he used this supporter card, he can't use Hex Maniac. Sorry, it is a girl. Sorry, I do that all the time. Every one of my videos I do that. I try not to, but that is clearly a girl. But you know as well as I do, sometimes guys play as girls in games. It happens. But this is probably not the case here. Just saying. 80 damage, so 2 hits on Volcanion will knock it out. It can still do 100 damage, and if it does, oh no, Alright. Fair enough. It shouldn't knock me out. Well, unless he discards a fire energy card, which he might do. So the other hard counter to this is if my opponent has regular Pokemon in his deck, which he does. So that could have gone way worse. But I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Zygarde and take that first hit, do 50 damage, and then try to knock him out with Carbink on the next turn. Although he could discard a fire energy card and deal extra damage, which is kind of a concern. There's that card we just talked about that lets you attach 2 fire energy cards to your benched Pokemon, or any Pokemon. So this is going to be a very, very tough match. In fact, I don't think I'm going to win this match. To be completely honest with you, I don't think I'm going to win. Let's go ahead and do Rumble. He can't retreat. So Carbink's going to die, most likely. That's fine. I might be able to take out Volcanion, but there's no guarantee. And if I do, he's going to bring out this Pokemon and knock me out. My best bet here is to go ahead and use this Teammates card after Zygarde gets knocked out and grab a couple of basic Pokemon. And of course, he grabbed that card again. Another Blacksmith, which for a fire deck, Blacksmith is almost essential. You almost have to have it. Okay. That's fair. That's a good call. That was a good move. That was well played. I have to admit, that was very well played. So, here's what we're going to do. Gosh, this is going to be tricky. So I need another Carbink. I also need something that's going to be able to grab energy from my discard pile, which may come in handy later on. I need to retreat. I have no cards in my hand right now, which is never good. That's never a good sign. I'm running a huge risk here because if he has a Lysandra, it's not going to matter. If he has Lysandra, I'm out. And of course, I'm very much relying on the next card that I draw in order to get anything going. So this could be tricky. Yep, there's your 100 damage. Good job. So, I'm taking a huge chance here because I need to do something to him. That's not what I was hoping for. So, great. I need an energy card. I don't have one yet. I'm in trouble. I don't have many options. So this chat option that they do, I like the chat the way that it is now. The problem with it is that you really can't, like, there are so many things I want to say to somebody, but I can't. Great. So they give you like 5 options, 4 options, and sometimes I don't want to say these things. I want other things to say. It's better than it was, because before people could just like say whatever they want to you, but it's still not perfect. And I know they're upgrading things all the time and improving the experience of online play. That is what it is, but he's dead now. Wow. So this is going to be a very short match here. I'll go ahead and open up some packs of cards and do another versus match just to kind of make the video a little bit longer. Maybe you enjoy watching me play this game. I don't know. Maybe you don't. But it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and bring out that one. Diamond Gift will allow me to attach a couple of energy cards to any of my Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and put them onto here. all these emojis. What's going on? What is that card? Oh, okay. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Then you may move as many energy attached to the old active Pokemon to the new active Pokemon as you like. That sucks. So I have nothing I can't do. I should have known that was going to happen. I should have attached it to this one in the first place. But it wouldn't have mattered, so. Just trying to stay in the game, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. Why are you so mad? Cut it out. That was a close one. I almost won. Anyway. Well, that was fun. We'll do... Again, like I said, we'll go back to my collection here and... Oh, 100 coins. Sweet! So we'll go back to my collection, open up a couple of packs of cards, and then do a versus match. And then we'll see how the night progresses. Let's open up this Roaring Skies pack here. I've got tons of coins up here. I can buy pretty much any packs that I want. I am saving those for a certain... If there is a special occasion, if there's like limited edition items in the shop or something like that. Okay, Dragonite, I'll take it. But I will begin to use those once I run out of packs to open. So I have this card already. I was looking at it earlier today. Dragonite's 150 HP. Max Wind. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. Pretty great ability. I don't like Dragon Pokemon because they make you use dual type energy costs, which means you really can't pair Dragon Pokemon with any other Pokemon, with any other Dragon Pokemon. So Mach Press does 80 damage. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. What I will say about this energy cost is that no other Dragon Pokemon uses Grass and Electric. They all use either like Electric and Fairy or Electric and Steel or something else, or something else entirely. So you really can't have Dragonite paired with like, what's a good one? Paired with like, is it Kingdra? I think Kingdra is the other one. Kingdra uses water, so while you could put Rainbow Energy in there, that might help, or Double Dragon Energy, that might help too. It's very hard to pair them with other Dragon types. So Shelgon, see, good example of that. Fire and Water Energy on this one. Exoskeleton, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 10. Nice little ability there, reduce some damage. Unfezant. Quick attack does 30 damage and 30 more on a heads flip. And Strong Winds is shuffle all cards attached to each player's Pokemon into that player's deck. So that's actually very disruptive. Huh. It's only really ever going to do 60 damage, but it can really disrupt your opponent. So that's an interesting card that I think that we should kind of look out for. Just kind of in like casual play. I wouldn't use it in... I definitely would not use it in competitive play, but it seems kind of fun. Like it might be kind of fun. Rayquaza Spirit Link, of course that one does what it does. Healing Scarf, whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to the Pokemon this card is attached to, you heal 20 damage. P-Dove, homing P-Dove, look at the top card of your deck, then you may shuffle your deck. Bacon, continuous headbutt, flip a coin until you get tails, and this attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Fletchling, acrobatics for 10 plus damage. You flip 2 coins and do 10 more damage for each heads. Natu, Spearow. We'll open up one more pack of these cards because that was kind of an interesting bundle there. And I'll open this uncommon chest too. May as well. So let's see. A couple of new cards here. So let's see what we got. Okay. Zapdos is a great card. I love this card. Drill Peck for 20 and then Raging Thunder for 120. Raging Thunder does 40 damage to one of your benched Pokemon, however, but you can use Roaring Skies to heal 30 damage every turn. So, you know, something to keep in mind that it is very cost effective or very, very risky to use this attack. You can also heal it with Raging Skies. I didn't realize I had 4 of these already. Huh, interesting. Natu, Rayquaza Spirit Link, Tranquil, fly for 40 damage, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage onto this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Revive, put a basic Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. Loathe, flip a coin. If heads, switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Execute. It's cute. It's cute. Pikachu's Tail Whip. The defending Pokemon cannot attack during your opponent's next turn if you flip heads. Meowth, feeling fine, is draw a card, and Fury Swipes. Flip 3 coins and do 20 damage times the number of heads. Swablu, heal 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. And Binacle, Sand Attack. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, the attack does nothing. So that is the second pack I'll open today. I'll open this chest too. I've gotten some pretty decent cards out of these chests, but I think some of those cards were intended to be good. This one's probably going to be like a Machoke or something. Okay, Lugia is not bad. I'll take Lugia. Alright, so let's get into the next match here. We'll go ahead and do a versus match. I did just create a dragon deck, but it's nowhere near ready. It's actually quite bad. So I'm not going to play the dragon deck that I created. I should try to play some other decks, though. I'll do that tomorrow. That sounds fun. So I'll play Dehydrated tomorrow and see how that goes. Alright, so let's get a new opponent here. Maybe we'll knock him out with the greatest of ease. That'd be nice. It's always good when you can do that. Stay tuned for Friday's episode. I have a Victini mythical box I'll be opening up with 2 booster packs. So stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. And on the weekend, I will be going through my collection yet again to open up some new packs of, or not new packs, but I'll be opening up some of the stuff that some of the decks I built when I was much younger. I was so young. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with Zygarde. We'll go ahead and start with Machop. I am going to try to get a rare candy out pretty quickly in this game. It's fucking... Did I just fight this guy? I didn't, because he's still be in that tournament. He beat me. Did I tell you guys about yesterday? I went to Toys R... Or not yesterday, but it was Saturday. I went to Toys R Us. I did a buy 2 get 1 free on their Pokemon cards. They had a couple of... I bought a bunch of mythical boxes. That's what I'm opening up on Friday, is one of those boxes. But they're just so overpriced. Like, I don't recommend going there if you can prevent it, because they are so overpriced. I'm not too sure why this person attached the special fire energy to Volcanion, because he can't use it. That's kind of odd to me. So here I'm going to grab Machamp, and I'm going to grab a rare candy. So I'll do some extra damage on the turn that I get to attack on. And we'll call it a turn. So if he has an in, that's going to mess up my whole day. But it's not looking like he has one just yet. Oh, 2 fire energies. And another, I guess he wasn't able to attach any more energy, but that's fine. So we'll go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do this. Oh, he's going to knock me out on the next turn. That sucks. Machamp might be able to save the day. I'm going to do 70 damage, but that's not really nearly enough. That might come in handy. It might not, though. So after he gets knocked out, I'll use this to grab another basic to stall. But it's going to be a rough situation. I got to get Machamp powered up. I think that's a good key to victory here. Zygarde's dead. That's over. He's like way dead. There's like nothing anybody can do. It's over. It's too bad. Alright, so we're going to pull up this Pokemon. I'm going to grab a couple of cards. I'm not going to grab Carbink, and the reason is that I might need him later. I probably won't need him, but I definitely need a stall. I'm going to go ahead and grab this too. And I'll be able to play that again next turn. So 20 damage, and I get to attach an energy to one of my basic Pokemon on the bench. I can use this a couple of times. So he should be powered up after he gets knocked out. I just wanted to make sure that was going to happen. Oh, no Evo Soda, huh? So his Pyroar is not in his deck, it's in his prize cards. That's interesting. I don't think he knew that. That's unfortunate. So he might be able to pull it off this next prize pool, but let's go ahead and Shout of Power. I'll attach this to Zygarde because once he gets knocked out, I'm going to go ahead and grab Teammates again, and I'm going to grab a couple of different cards. I'm going to grab a Muscle Band, and I'm also going to grab a Fighting Energy. I fully expect him to get knocked out. That's fine. That's fine. It's exactly what I wanted you to do. But I win, so I don't need a Muscle Band. I just won. That's unfortunate. I don't know. Wow, that sucks. I feel kind of bad for him. Because that's happened to me hundreds of times, and I feel real bad. But anyway, I applaud him for not using EX Pokemon. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. So I do commend him for not doing that. That deck you just saw does not have any EX Pokemon in it, and I like to keep it that way. I am about 9 victories away from getting Keldeo. I can't wait. I have only 2 days left, but I will get it because I need this card. It's a very good card for a Deluge deck, and I definitely want to have it. So anyway, folks, I will end the video right there. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. And stay tuned for Friday's episode where I will open up that Victini mythical box. And once again, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks again.